What does a piano in the middle of nowhere have to do with a Volvo V90 Cross Country? You'll find out. Hey everyone, something a little different from me this time. I'm known for my high production videos. This is not going to be one of them. You see, I was about to leave on vacation to Bend, Oregon, and the Volvo folks called up and said that this, a 2021 Volvo V90 Cross Country, was about to leave the press fleet. And my family has come to really love Volvo wagons over the years, and I was curious if they still had that Volvo wagon magic. So here we go, shooting this with my iPhone only. This might be a little rough, but hey, I'm on vacation. I haven't taken any time off since the pandemic started, so I could really use it. Let me show you around the car first before we take off.
These days, people want SUVs. The Cross Country is a wagon, and it's the only way that you can get the V90 now. The standard front drive version won't be shipped to U.S. shores any longer. Now, before you get upset about that, ask yourself when the last time you've seen one, or if you've bought one. In thunder gray paint, it got dozens of compliments. This is a beautiful machine, like a sleek, low-slung SUV. Remember when we liked svelte things? Fully optioned, this one's $68,000. Volvo does a great job when it comes to interiors, and the Cross Country has one of the company's best. You won't forget its origins either. Yes, this is real wood, and there's lots of it. There's wireless charging for phones and an awesome sound system. It's this and the seats that made me want to take the V90. The company's chairs are widely considered to be the best in the biz. These are heated, vented, and have light massage. The passenger seat can be adjusted from the driver's controls. This rig is roomy too. It doesn't have 3 rows, but there's stretch out space. If you have kids and hate dragging car seats in and out, built-in boosters, clever Swedes. Here's what makes the 4,200-pound Cross Country go. A 2-liter 4-cylinder that pumps out 316 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque because it's turbocharged and supercharged. 2022 models will get a 48-volt mild hybrid system. Shifts are courtesy of an 8-speed automatic with a manual mode here. The drive modes cover all the bases, including a sport setting and off-road that we didn't use. Cross Country is strictly all-wheel drive.
Welcome home.
Our son Sean is home visiting and along for the trip, so there will be 3 of us. We're bringing a week's worth of food, some stuff for friends, and a whole lot of other things. It's so much simpler to overpack. The boot is decently sized, making it easy to do that. Also, wagons are lower to the ground, so you don't have to lift luggage up as high. Very civilized. We have enough space, so there's no need to fold the seats or drag a trailer. This can tow 3,500 pounds. The question is, will the tailgate close? And
Very nice.
Very nice.
So with that, we're off. It's around 350 miles to Bend, and as we head south, things immediately go south. Traffic?
What a perfect opportunity for me to show you Pilot Assist. It just takes over everything. It does the steering, it follows the car in front. You can tell it's working because there's this little green steering wheel. It eliminates a lot of stress when you're in stop-and-go traffic like this.
We're soon back to what Cross Country does best, going cross-country.
I'm more of a sports car guy, but gotta say, covering 350 miles in a day, this is the way to go. It's comfortable without being sloppy. It's quiet. Cross country, aptly named. How you doing back there?
Just fine. It's very comfy.
Fuel economy, not too bad. The computer says 25 miles per gallon. Gotta remember though, it does want premium fuel.
Very heavy on highway driving. Ultimately, we average 26 mpg. The EPA rates that at 30. Wagons have a lower profile than SUVs. The V90 gets a couple miles per gallon better than the XC90. There's not much wind noise at all. Another reason why wagons are cool, right?
All right, you're young. What do you think of station wagons?
I love station wagons, I think.
Really?
Yep, I think if everyone were to own a station wagon, the world would be a better place.
Ha! Well, you were raised in station wagons.
I was.
We brought them up right. It'll do 0 to 60 in 6 seconds or so. As far as getting around slow traffic,
There's plenty of power to pass. There's just too many cars. Can't squeeze it.
part of road tripping is about great food. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, this regional chain has great seasonal grub. For example, the Walla Walla onion crop is being harvested, so these are fresh rings. Amazing. Same with fresh strawberry shakes, bought only to show you the pop-out cup holder. We give, and we gain weight. Truth be told, my family has totaled 3 Volvo wagons. None of the crashes were our fault. There's lots of standard safety tech like automatic emergency braking and adaptive cruise. The seats that are very, very supportive protect your spine by collapsing downward to absorb the impact if you run off the road. A solid lane keep assist helps to keep that from happening in the first place. Before rolling into Bend, we stop at one of our favorite hiking spots, Smith Rock in Oregon. It is beautiful here. Highly recommended, though I do hate promoting it since that will help clog up the trails.
Wow, those are amazing shoes.
You're jealous, I know.
I am jealous.
But really, if you have the chance, it's a great place to hike. We have to burn off those fatty onion rings somehow. Apparently, these hiking poles are supposed to burn 20% more calories. I tried them, they're just kind of awkward. Now I'm doing pole reviews? There are a lot of people in Bend, Oregon that will hate me for saying what a great city it is. It's going through growing pains and real estate prices are skyrocketing. Part of the appeal is this kind of scenery right in the middle of the city. Seriously. There's an awesome beer scene here too, and it's beautiful. So sorry, people of Bend, I'm telling everyone that you have something great happening here. This is the old mill area that has all sorts of shops and great food. But back to the Volvo. Once we settle into our place, we meet up with friends to go kayaking. Here's the thing. If we were to haul stuff like watercraft, which seems to be quite popular in this neck of the woods, it's a lot easier to do with a wagon. The roof height of the Cross Country is about 9 inches lower than the XC90, so it's easier to load stuff onto the top of the V90. Wagons for the win! That said, our friends have inflatable kayaks, so those just go into the cargo area.
It's why cars are awesome. Gets you to boats and other fun stuff.
This is Lake Paulina, if you're wondering, an excellent place to spend the day. I suggest bringing your own watercraft.
How's Lenny?
The boat shop charges $80 a day? Yikes. And if the water isn't your thing, it's easy to rent bikes and cruise the excellent trail system in the Sun River Resort area that's just outside of Bend. Again, beautiful spot. Kind of looks like Sweden. Yes, the V90 does have a kick-to-open tailgate. More trunk testing. We're heading off to a concert in the middle of nowhere, and our friends Bill and Beverly are coming along. There's 5 folding chairs and a very good dinner being packed into here. Again, the Cross Country doesn't have 3 rows like the XC90, but it does make the most of the 5 seating positions it has.
Oh, very comfortable in the back seat.
Are you okay back there?
We're great.
Are you?
Look how much room there are for Bill's knees.
Oh man.
Phil, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Wow.
Former NBA legend Bill Russell in our car here.
This trip is over an hour long and no one complains, just so you know. And if you think we overpacked, this proves that we didn't. Honestly, I can't even imagine the fuel economy on this thing. Man. Where are we? Well, this is Fort Rock State Park, a volcanic creation nearly 1.8 million years old, and it's at this ancient formation, far from civilization, that we're attending a very modern concert concept called In a Landscape. It's a series performed by the talented classical pianist Hunter Nowak in settings like this. The twist is, there's no giant amplification system. Everyone wears wireless headphones, so this wide open space remains fairly quiet. It means people can wander around Wonderland listening to him play Ravel and Liszt.
So you can walk the trails and enjoy nature and listen to the music from way far away. The range of the headphones is about a mile.
It's seriously cool, even if you're not into classical music, evidenced by the fact that it's hard to score a ticket. As far as the Volvo goes, I'm doubtful that many owners will ever off-road it, though there is a respectable 8 inches of ground clearance with a driver inside. Leaving the concert, we could back up, or we could use this as a real-world test. Yeah, I know, it's a little lame. But I'll point out that there's hill descent control. Sean didn't even put it into off-road mode.
Nice job. Thanks. Nice off-roading. That's all Volvo owners are going to do, right?
It finally rained, which is something Oregon can really use. There are a lot of forest fires raging here and in neighboring Northern California. I'll point out that the all-wheel drive is nice to have on wet, slick surfaces when accelerating, but it doesn't do anything to help stopping. This Swede is very appealing. My biggest gripe is with the user interface, and really, it's not all that bad, but there are many modern systems that have excellent casual voice recognition, which is good when you're trying to keep eyes on the road. And it doesn't help that the fonts and the symbols are small and not easy to read when driving. Touch response is good, but when going to use the navigation system, the handwriting input can be, well,
5.
No. Not so hot. I don't think my penmanship is that awful. We used this misty morning to hang out and relax with a good cup of coffee, then chow down at a hearty breakfast at Cafe Sintra, hard to find Portuguese sausage, so we all get it. As you can tell, our vacations revolve around food, which is why we're always hiking, biking, and boating, gotta burn off calories. The Volvo V90 Cross Country is an excellent travel partner to get families to all of these activities, and it gets slightly better fuel economy than its XC90 SUV sister, if that's important. And wagons are cool. At least my family thinks so. Unlike a lot of YouTube folks, I do not take compensation for my videos of any kind. So when I show you something, like a restaurant or the concert, it's because I'm trying to show you awesome things, to point you to great stuff that I've discovered. Like this Mexican place in Bend, El Sancho. Not the typical Tex-Mex spot. Our meal here was not just huge, it was also one of the best, regardless of price. At just $30, we had the leftovers for breakfast. I'm lucky to be able to experience all of this stuff. I'm just trying to spread the love when I spot excellence.
And finally, it would be really funny to send this woman, the bride, money for beer, okay? So let's all do that and surprise her. Well, time for us to pack up and head back to Seattle. Hope you got something out of my look at the Volvo V90 Cross Country and a tour of the surrounding area of Bend, Oregon. Beautiful spot. You should get here if you can. A special thanks to my friends and family who put up with me shooting this. It does take a certain amount of time. And super special thanks to Mariko, who finds really inexpensive places to stay and eat so we can do this. It's very cool. She's awesome. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk. We've been following this guy for like 15 miles now, so kind of feel like we're going to get arrested.